Giving a child a new sense of pride and confidence can be as simple as giving them something new to wear. That's why for 40 years, Shoes and Clothes for Kids has been providing disadvantaged families in Greater Cleveland with brand new children's shoes and clothes at no cost to them. During the late 60s, local businessman Maurice Sayer noticed children playing in the streets of Cleveland without shoes on their feet and chose to do something about it.
These are her dress shoes. These are her everyday shoes. Right? You have another pair of shoes?
From the generosity of one man's heart, Shoes for Kids began 40 years ago.
And he used to see a lot of kids at that part of the city that walked around without any shoes, or with very ragged shoes, and these were elementary school-age children. And somehow this moved him to try to make sure they had a pair of shoes to go to school.
The organization was founded in 1969. Maury solicited the help of his friends, and together they distributed used shoes to kids in the neighborhood from the trunk of Maury's car.
We'd sit around the table at Maury's house and say we're going to raise $35,000 this year, and I would look, how in the world could we ever raise $35,000?
Eventually, Shoes for Kids began distributing new shoes directly to students in the Cleveland schools.
When a youngster has the opportunities of being properly dressed to come to school, you could see the difference in terms of how they responded to their academics.
Students would gather in the gymnasium where volunteers, parents, and teachers would fit each child for new shoes, socks, and winter accessories. The Cleveland schools generously donated warehouse space for storage of the organization's items. Soon, Shoes for Kids realized it was time to expand their reach into more neighborhoods and partnered with social service agencies throughout Greater Cleveland to distribute items directly to families in need. Shoes for Kids also began to distribute Payless shoe gift cards instead of shoes. Families were now able to purchase brand new shoes right off the racks at Payless stores throughout the city.
The families who qualify economically are able to come in and they're able to get the Payless shoe vouchers, go to Payless shoe stores, get free shoes, new shoes.
So you can imagine that little child that's getting that shoe card that gets to go to Payless, the self-esteem building, they're inspired. Now they're going to do better in school because they're not self-conscious about their shoes.
In 1998, Shoes for Kids officially became Shoes and Clothes for Kids to reflect the organization's expanded mission of distributing basic clothing items to them. Shoes and Clothes for Kids was now able to provide thousands of brand new basic clothing items for boys and girls each year. Shoes and Clothes for Kids eventually developed its own product purchasing program and now purchases a majority of its children's clothing directly from wholesalers at a deep discount. Today, your financial donation of just $40 becomes nearly $900 worth of brand new shoes and clothing for kids in need. Shoes and Clothes for Kids distribution network of 35 social service partner agencies provides not only access to new clothing and shoe gift cards up to 6 times a year, but also connects families to important programs and services that improve and enrich their lives. Donors and volunteers have been the cornerstone of Shoes and Clothes for Kids over the years. Whether packing product in the warehouse, distributing items in the community, or serving on boards, our extensive volunteer network helps us keep overhead low.
The tremendous payment is actually seeing the kids succeed.
In 2005, the Shoes and Clothes for Kids Associate Board was created to reach a new generation of supporters.
What we're trying to do really is spread the word about Shoes and Clothes for Kids so that we engage this next generation of donors and develop this base of friends who are aware of and supportive of the Shoes and Clothes for Kids mission.
With a staff of only 3 full-time employees and 1 part-time employee, Shoes and Clothes for Kids is proud to report that 92 cents of every dollar you donate goes directly to the organization's programs and services. In this, our 40th anniversary year, Shoes and Clothes for Kids will distribute $1.8 million worth of brand new shoes and clothes, helping thousands of families in Greater Cleveland meet their children's basic needs, and giving thousands of children the self-esteem and confidence that comes from having brand new shoes and clothes. Styles may change, but the feeling of having something new to wear never does.
The feeling and the concept is still central. It's at our core. What was true 40 years ago is still true today. We're about helping kids and helping families, and I think we do it better than anybody.